Hey guys, I was going to talk about the different types of parenting styles that's in chapter 3 on page 86. The first one I was going to cover is the negligent parenting. These types of parents, pretty much provide food and shelter for their children, but as far as emotional support or being supportive or having rules, teaching them responsibility and independence, that's not there. These parents are not involved with the children's school, whether that's meeting with the teachers to discuss grades or behavior or anything like that. And this ends up causing the child to grow up and even in their teenage years to turn to whether it's drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. These types of children also drop out of school. They don't get very much attention or positive attention, which would make them reach out in a negative way to get attention. They also treat others bad. They have bad grades in school. Another parenting style is the permissive. These parents avoid having to tell their child no. They try to be more of friends rather than a parent to these children. These children usually do their own thing. Parents, don't really care, but maybe ask every once in a while to be involved, but not very much. These children usually make good grades, but tend to be more selfish because they usually don't have to worry about how others feel or worry about anybody else. They're always just on their own. These children also don't have limits like on cell phones or TV time, computers. They're allowed to just kind of do whatever they want to do whenever they want. They don't have any kind of structure. The third type of parenting is the authoritarian parenting style. This is the more strict, yelling, harsh punishment. You do what I tell you to do when I say to do it. It's the parent's way or no way with this type of parenting style. They have high expectations of their children. They expect their child to be on their best behavior at all times. They want them to follow the rules no matter what. This type of parenting style does not tend to teach children self-control. They usually lash out at their child for doing something wrong. Instead of, when a child does something wrong, instead of explaining, hey, you should have done it this way, or it's okay, maybe you'll do better next time, they yell or maybe even embarrass their child in front of others. There's no positive reinforcement. They want their child to know that they are the boss and that they will do what they are told to do. Also, the child usually tends to have no patience. The child grows up to not have any patience. These parents, have no patience with their children, therefore they're teaching them not to have patience. They seem to be like aggravated all the time. And the last parenting style was the authoritative. I saved it for last because this is how I try to be. This teaches your children responsibility. It teaches them that they have rules and, you have to follow your rules. And if not, then there's consequences. For example, if my children have bad grades, they may lose their cell phone or they may not get to go somewhere for the weekend with friends. I'm also very involved with my children's school. I'm constantly texting or emailing, wanting to know if they're doing their schoolwork right or how their behavior is, if they're talking in class. This type of parents are really involved with their school, with their children's school. These children tend to have better grades. They tend to have better social skills. They learn to be independent. And they also seem to be more of a happy child. This type of parenting, they sit down and they listen to their children. That, when the child has something to say or wants to talk about something, they listen. We have positive discipline. We teach children to explain things. We explain things to our children. Instead of just expecting them to know. Children don't know what to do all the time. That's what we are here for. We're to be the ones that set examples to show them. It also, authoritative parenting teaches our children, it teaches them balance and authority and empathy also.